Hello, good morning, everybody. Brenda over here at Blaster Works, and it is Sunday, and I am going to the flea market today, which is going to be not hard, but I stubbed my little pinky toe on my left foot yesterday morning before going to work, and I stubbed it on the typewriter that I was storing down here by my desk. To do the Spooky Divas challenge. Instead of putting it away and taking it out all the time, I just decided to keep it down here. But now it's back put away after I stubbed my toe on it. And I was like, so I'm going to show you, and close your eyes if you get grossed out, but it's just a bruise. It's not nothing bloody or cuts or anything like that. But I'm going to show you how my toe looked yesterday when I got home from work. Here, and as you can see, it's pretty purple between the toes. So it gets darker in between the toe, but I can't show you because I was unable to stretch my toe out because it hurt so bad. This morning, it looks a little bit better. There's a little bit more color on the toe versus purple, but it's still very purple on the inside, like towards the other toe. In between the toes is very, very purple. So I will try to walk on it today. It doesn't hurt too bad. But yeah, so, and this is the big flea market, so that's going to be a chore, but I'm going to do it because we haven't been in a while. And, and I like to go to the flea market. So anywho, so last week we're working on week 42. It's the third week of our Egypt box. And I already got the other box. Oh, I don't have it handy. But I looked, you know how they always say hello in whatever language the box is from. So, it says hello, and then it has my address. So I looked up that word and to translate it and see what language it is from, and that's all I'm going to tell you. Ha ha ha. I'm not going to tell you where it's from yet because we're going to unbox it. I guess we'll unbox it next week when I'm doing the fourth week of this. The last week of this, we'll unbox it so you know going forward what country it is from. Okay, anywho. So snack-wise, I did have more snacks this week, obviously, than just this. The manager at my store baked some chocolate chip cookies, salted chocolate chip cookies, so it has the sweet and savory. And she was trying a new recipe to make it a softer cookie, and it was really good. And because I'm working at another store for 2 days, she was kind enough to set a little Tupperware aside with some cookies for me. So we're actually still working on it, but yeah, I had some of those too, and they are very, very good. What else did I have that? I don't know. I'll get into that. Oh yeah, I have like some stickers over here from other stuff. All right, but for the Egyptian snacks here, the sweet was this date bar, which, it looks like a Fig Newton, but I'll tell you the cookie part was crunchy. It was not soft like a Fig Newton. And it tasted good. I liked it. The dates tasted like dates, little small crunchy cookies. Could have had a little bit. The filling wasn't this filling. It was a little bit less than that. Picture is deceiving a little bit, but it was still good. I would say an 8 out of 10 on this. And I actually have still a couple left over there. This Go Nuts. This is a peanut, and it was coated in this crunchy shell. And it was a barbecue flavor. This was very good. Not good for you, I can tell you that just by reading the ingredients, but it was very good, and I ate the whole bag. Hubby tasted it, but because, he's still waiting for his teeth, this was a little bit too hard for him to be able to eat. So he just tasted a couple, and he liked them, and then he let me have the rest of it, and I tasted it thinking I wouldn't really care for it. But yeah, that was a good snack, I'd have to say. I would say 9 out of 10 on that. Okay, and then he did like these though, chips seco, which is kebab flavor, and I did try one, and it did taste like meat. You know what I mean? Like you were eating. It was funny because it's a potato chip texture and everything, but the flavor was very much like a kebab. So I say they master between these two. They master their flavors. It was really, really good. He enjoyed this very much. So I'd say he would probably say 10 out of 10. I'll say 9 out of 10 on this. But I tried. He saved me like half the bag, and I tried one, and I'm like, oh yeah, that is pretty good. Do you want the rest? He was like, yes. So it's another one that he really liked. And then, oh, I won't get into that yet. This is, I just took some stickers off. This is from our coconut that we got, but unfortunately, uh, it says recommended to keep refrigerated. We didn't see that, and it was in one of those nets, so we really didn't look at the coconut, and hubby left it out, and it looks kind of moldy on the outside. I'm not sure if I want to try the inside, you know what I mean? So it's still over there on the table. And I'm going to tell him, because he does not like to waste food, but I'm going to tell him, don't even risk it. We'll just go buy another coconut. And then this is chocolate chip cookie we got early in the week. And we went to our favorite plant power is what it is, to get our burgers and fries from there. And it's all plant-based. And I had to, the app said my food was ready, so I went in to go pick it up, and it was not ready. And I had to stand there for probably about 10, 15 minutes chit-chatting with another lady who was also waiting for her food. And so the girl behind the counter gave us both cookies for our wait. So I thought that was really nice. I don't go all crazy. I just, I have patience because I understand how it is in retail and stuff. And then this is last year's. We get a free pair of glasses on our anniversary. And so this is last year's. It says, congratulations on 37 years. And I know my next one is coming for 38 years. So I figured, well, I better use it. So I got me some sunglasses because I don't really wear sunglasses a lot, and I should. I wear transition lenses, because I don't like to change my glasses all the time. But now that I'm commuting to this other location, which is kind of far away, transitions, they work, and they work with your windshield, but not as well. And I just figured I better get some sunglasses so it kind of cuts the glare. So I got polarized lenses, sunglasses, mainly for my commute is when I'll be wearing them. It's just when I'm driving. But yeah, so I'm going to use that probably as my journal card. I'll probably have to paint over this and just keep this because it says congratulations and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of and I kept last year's too. It's in my other trash journal. So the tradition continues. All right, but I'm getting ready to go to the flea market. So what I'm probably going to do, let me see. Was there anything else besides my stub toe that I wanted to? Oh yeah, I did want to tell you guys some. Okay, so I'll tell you guys while I'm prepping these, and then I'll put it together. I'll probably put this together when I get back from the flea market. But they had hubby try a new medication because his main problem is he's dizzy standing up and walk. Like when he's sitting down and watching TV, I think he's okay. Maybe because he's not moving, I don't know. But just cutting the bottom off right now over the trash. So if any crumbs fall out, they don't get everywhere. That's his main issue, and he lost a lot of weight, which I don't know. Maybe it ties in. You know what I mean? All right, so this is going to be my page, obviously, because it's the biggest piece in here. So we know what we're doing here, right? This become routine. So we'll just cut this end, so it's like a page. So his primary care physician said, well, let's just try this. It was a medication for vertigo. So if any of you guys have vertigo, you may know it's like the patch that you put behind your ear. And she said, well, just try this and see. Maybe it would help, and we're all about trying to see if things will help. At this point, when they can't figure out what's wrong with him, we're grasping at straws and stuff. So anytime he's given a new medication or a new dosage, we wait until I'm off for him to change so that I'm home, and if something happens, I'm here, which in this case was the best thing to do. So we tried it on Tuesday when he got back from his morning doctor appointment. We waited because I'm like, well, I don't want you taking it before we go in case something happens, So we waited. When we got back home in the morning, we put the patch on, and seemed okay so far. It's just the first day, so you really can't really tell. But that night, while I was already in bed, I heard a loud crash. So I ran into the living room, and he had fallen. And the noise was because he knocked his guitar over and stuff like that. He was okay, but he had fallen, and there was a box there, so we assumed that he tripped over the box that was there next to the table. Didn't think nothing of it. But the next day, we had 2 appointments lined up the next day also. So I was off Wednesday. And so I'm just asking him normal questions on Wednesday morning, and he's answering me totally off subject. Like, not even what I asked. He went into the kitchen to make himself his usual, like a green smoothie. Accidents, you know what I mean? Like just doing things weirdly, like it. And then I'm like, maybe we should take that patch off you. And he's like, no, I want to try it. I'm gonna try it. I'm okay, that kind of thing. So I'm like, okay. But I tell you, before we even left the house for the first doctor appointment, I took that patch off. I took it off because he was disoriented, hallucinating, talking about things that we weren't even talking about. Like he was delusional. And so I took it off, and he seemed okay. Like, let's go to the, because but it was getting progressively worse. So I'm driving to the doctor appointment, and he tries to open the door, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just checking to make sure it's locked. I'm like, okay. And the doctor's only like 7-10 minutes away. So by the time I got to that office, I told him to sit in the car. I'm going in to let them know that we are going to reschedule your appointment. So I went in, rescheduled the appointment, got back to the car, and went home. I went right back home, called the second appointment, and rescheduled that one also. And we just stayed home Wednesday. I called my regional, and I told her, you know what, I am not going to be able to go to the other location on Thursday to help out, because I need to stay home and make sure this, whatever's in his system, leaves his system, and he ends up, because it was crazy. I'm telling you, I was scared. It was crazy. Luckily, around Wednesday evening, we were watching TV, and he was actually commenting about the show correctly. You know what I mean? So I could tell already that his mind was not as fuzzy and stuff as it was before, and his vision, because he was saying that it was kind of blurry the last day or so, and he was more unbalanced too. So, but yeah, so by Thursday morning, when he woke up, it was like, okay, we're good. But I tell you what, peeps, I was pretty scared. I was pretty scared because I was like, what in the heck is going on here? And I'm so thankful that he's okay. I mean, he still obviously still has the original dizziness, but yeah. So we're not trying anything new anymore. We're oh, that's part of my spooky divas. I need that. So yeah, we're not going to try any new medications anymore for vertigo. We're just gonna, and right now we're checking. He's upping his med. The neurologist is upping his meds for blood pressure because he thinks it's the blood pressure, because they did a test. When he's laying down, his blood pressure is quite normal. And then when he stands up, they take it, and it's kind of dropped. And then they take it again like 3 minutes later, and it has dropped more to like very, very, very low levels. So neurologist thinks it has to do with his blood pressure, wants us to see a cardiologist also, which we have already an appointment for. So he upped his blood pressure medicine, and this medicine raises your blood pressure. Most of us need it to lower, but he's the opposite. So we're starting that today because, again, I'm off today. We're going to start the new dosage and make sure that he's okay with it before we have him doing that all the time and I'm not home. So yeah, so that's where we are with that. I'm sorry, bombarding you guys with all this information, but that was my week. I swear, it was already kind of hectic just with all the appointments. We had 4 doctor's appointments scheduled. Only made it to 2. So then now November is going to be crazy because those 2 I had to switch over. So, but it doesn't matter. It's not about me. So, and then, working at the other location and blah, blah, blah. But all is well now. All is back to normal. And yeah, but that was my scare. So I recommend that to anyone. If you're going to try new medication or new dosage, make sure someone is with you. Make sure someone is with you. And I'm so glad I just like, no, we're taking that patch off. It wasn't even on a full 24 hours. Like it was on maybe 19 to 20 hours. Because yeah, from the afternoon the day before until the morning of Wednesday morning. Yeah. And that's when I took it off. But anyway, I digress. All right. So I've already got everything kind of prepped. I already know this is going to be my page. These are going to be the decorations. My card, though, this is kind of large. Will I have to cut that down? No, it'll fit. So this is kind of large. Maybe I'll put it in as a flip so I don't have to cut it, and I'll just attach it somehow as a flip. And I'll just like journal still on that side, and these will still be decorations. I can even probably use some of these stickers as the hinge. Yeah, because I don't care about this side. I'm going to paint it with gesso and write on it. So if I have these just kind of over here, they could be the decoration, and then I can just put this like that. Yeah, so that's actually what I'm going to do. It'll look something like that with those two stickers here as the hinge, and it'll be like that. All right, so I'll see you guys when I get back from the flea market, and I will share, if I find anything there, I will share that with you guys also. Okay, all right, hold tight. Hello, I'm back from the flea market. I didn't really buy anything. Oh, I bought one thing, and I'll show you that in a bit. But I did find some rusty elements as I was hobbling. Let's say I wasn't really walking, hobbling through the parking lot. Yeah, my toe is really hurting right now. And then it started getting hot, so I was so happy to come home and relax. So I did find some little bit of trash bits that'll go out in my trash bin. But I did finish my page, and of course it's the chip page. I'm going to start using up these stickers now for the rest of the year, I believe. These came with some jars I got for, to can. I hate to say can because it's a jar, but for jams and stuff like that. So I'll use those for the rest of the year, just to say what week it is. All right, so then we have our peanuts as decoration. There's my certificate from work. Flips out using these as hinges, and then glue that down a little bit better. And then here, this is the date bar is just another decoration, and then I'm going to journal over here. So it's pretty easy peasy. It's like we have like a little what do you call it, like, I don't know, process or whatever, tried and true. But yeah, okay, so we got one more week of Egypt, and then we start the new country. So that'll start, I'll show you guys what that is on the next video. Let me show you what I bought. Oh wait, no, I also started this candy bar, and the only reason I didn't show you for the trash journal is because I save these. These are my favorites. I get them. I make an annual trek to World Market every year when the Christmas stuff comes out, and I buy a few of these for myself. And these are also great for journaling. Like, that's a little cool journal holder. So this is what I use for all my Scrappy 8 challenges, this little thing. So yeah, I bought a few of those. I didn't go crazy this year like I always do. Just bought a couple bags of cookies, a few of those to last for the next few months, and that was it. So I was really proud of myself for resisting of going crazy. And I also picked my first pepper from the garden. Isn't that nice? It's a good size one. Yeah. So this is my first one. I have about 8 on the vine right now, in different stages, from small to another one that's almost this size, but they're still green, and they're supposed to be red. So they got a ways to go before they turn red. And then let me show you what I bought. The number 3 metal sign, tin, metal, whatever you want to call it. So this, I'm going to have to scruff it up a bit, distress it, and leave it outside in the rain and whatever, and let it get a little grungy naturally. And then I'll show you where I'll put it, because I don't have any room on my walls around my desk. I'll show you slowly here so I don't make you guys dizzy. But all right, so this is one wall, right? I have my pantry to my left. So nowhere to put it here, right? Pretty crowded. And then it goes all the way down to desk level. And those are some sprays. And then this is my desk. Um, and then over here I have Hansi. He replaced a German poster. I had a Germany poster. And then I have this, which I think I like, so I'm not going to replace that yet with the 3. And then I have some of my own pieces that I made, mixed media pieces. You guys probably remember some of them. That one. Okay, and then so where I'm going to put it, though, is over here on the side of this. So it's big enough. It'll come down like that, at least that big. Maybe I'll magnetize it to that top rail right there, and then just let it kind of hang down and magnetize to one of these. And then use it. I'm pretty sure I could stick magnets on it and then use it like to hold stuff, magnetized type stuff, kind of like I have up here. These have magnets on them just for decoration. But yeah, so that'll be its home eventually once it gets all grunged up. And this is like my little area. I got some stuff down there too. More storage. Yeah. And then over here is my sewing machine and tablet, and then more stuff. And my typewriter was right here when I stubbed my toe, and so now it's back over where it's usually sitting when I'm not using it. Anywho, that's it, guys. That's it for Trash Talk. Thanks for joining me as always, and I hope you guys have the great rest of your week. I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna rest a little bit before going into work for inventory, and I'll see you on the next video. Okay, love y'all. Tschüss.